Today I'm going to show you my apothecary drawers, and first I'm just going to give you I'll just open the drawers and I'll give you an overview so you can see it all at once because I like that myself. And then I will also go ahead and show you the individual herbs because again, I really like to see exactly what people have. Okay, so what you're going to see right now, like I said, I'll show you, but I don't have everything. I have some herbs downstairs drying. I have mullein leaves, mullein flowers, lavender, yarrow, um, I don't remember. Anyway, I have different plants downstairs drying that I harvested on our property. Okay, and if you hear beeping, it's the dishwasher. I opened the door so it's, so you can hear me. All right. Okay, so I'll just open these drawers. I'm going to sit down here. Okay, so the two bottom drawers are my herbs, but then this drawer is, you've seen it in the past. I call that my medicinal tea drawer. That was whenever we, had only store-bought teas, medicinal store-bought teas. We still have a few in there, but that drawer is transitioning to my tool drawer. It's not, it's in transition, okay? All right, so here is one drawer. All right, and here is the other drawer. All right, so I have a few or three empty jars in the back, for more that's drying downstairs. Okay, so these are all just canning jars. We have the pint canning jar, the half pint canning jar, and then these cute little flat ball ones. Then I have a quart of mullein back there. All right, this jar came from the Dollar Tree, and these came from the Dollar Tree as well. This one, let's see, it says ball on it, but it's like a tall cylinder curved one. I'm not really sure what you would call that. All right, so this is just an overview of the actual herbs. Okay, so before I show you exactly, what they look like a little bit, I'll go ahead and just kind of tell you what I did here for the labeling. Okay, so I just took the metal, lids that come on the canning jars, and I just glued some fabric, okay? Very simple, no big deal. And then the labels, I printed off what I wanted them to say, and then I did contact paper on them, and I put a magnet on the back, and it magnetizes just like that. See, it doesn't fall off or anything. Okay, and the reason I did that is because in the past I have used address labels. Okay, you can see the residue of the address labels. That's just a big hassle to clean. You have to, boil it or use Goo Gone or just scrape it and scrub it. That's just a big hassle. It's pretty, but it's a hassle. Okay, other times I have used regular paper and then used packing tape. That is actually the best way to go, except this. This is the best way now for me. But printer paper with packing tape up until this point was the best way to go. I've also used regular duct tape. Just a second. Okay, so I have also used, just regular duct tape and, have written on it with a pen or something. But then as the dishwasher's makes me lose my train of thought when it keeps beeping like that. Anyhow, but what I found with the duct tape is that, you just keep using the jar, keep using it, and over time that ink rubs off. Anyway, it's not attractive, so I like this the best. Okay, so now I'll show you what I have here. So, we have some marshmallow root. All right, and I'm not going to get into what exactly we use these for. If you're interested, let me know and maybe I'll do a video, but there's just too many to really tell you what we use them for individually. We have some oat straw. I have whole ginger. Okay, I just used the nettle leaf last night. I just finished it off, so I have to go get some more today. But this was nettle leaf powder. And I'll tell you what I use that for in a minute. Then we have some maca root powder. Oh, looks like and calendula flowers. Dandelion root. Rose hips. Sassafras root. Oh, okay, so some of you may be wondering, well, what's the purpose of just listing the name? I do have more information on some of the ones, like on the bottom here, rose hips. I bought this from the store, from a nature store here in town, and I wrote the date that I bought it, and then if you see that S there, that stands for store. That just lets me know that, I actually bought that. And I'll show you some more over here. Okay, so like, here's catnip. So if you look on the bottom, it has catnip, and it tells you the Latin name, Nepentacatera. Sorry, my camera keeps unfocusing. Okay, this is actually from last year, and the OGH stands for organically grown and harvested. So this is catnip that I actually grew and harvested myself here on my property. Okay? And then let me show you another one. Okay, so violet here. This is violets, the leaves and some flowers. Okay, so again, it says violet. It gives the date. It gives the scientific name. And then OWH stands for organically wild harvested. Okay? So I harvested that, dried it myself. So that's kind of how I know, where they come from and keep track of such. Okay, I have some yarrow here. And I actually just finished drying this one. I just put it in here this morning, so I haven't put my sticker on yet. But this is organically wild harvested. And then hibiscus flowers, echinacea, elderberries, slippery elm bark, which I will say slippery elm bark is being over-harvested and it's very endangered and threatened. I actually had bought this a few years ago before I even knew of its status. So once we use this up, I will not buy it again. There are other alternatives that work just as well. So if I had known that, I would not have bought it. And over here, we have some lavender, which, just a second, I don't think I can. Okay, so here I have a little bit of lavender buds. These are ones I'm growing outside, and I have several more downstairs drying. Then we have some activated charcoal. Little difficult doing this with one hand. Okay, so that is this drawer. All right, and like I said, I will also show you that drawer, which has our, what I call, transitioning into tools and stuff. Okay, so over here, we just have some cinnamon sticks. We have some plantain that I got from the yard. Dried it myself. I need to get some more. Then we have some spearmint leaves, peppermint leaves, which I'm getting low. I use peppermint a lot. Catmint, which again, I grew this. Catnip, I grew this. Comfrey leaf, I did not grow that, I bought that. Violet, which I wild harvested. Back here is clary sage. I grew this. Alright, what else? Okay, let's start at this end. Okay, some apple mint, which I also grew this. Then we have Okay, so the reason this one's not labeled is because for some reason, I only printed out one label for apple mint. I was certain I printed out more, but I guess not. So, but this is also apple mint, and I have it on the bottom, the name. And then back here is also apple mint, and okay, I'll tell you about that one in a minute. But there's more apple mint back there. Then we have these 3 things of mullein leaves. Again, I wild harvested these on our property. Okay, then we have some red raspberry leaf, 2 of those. And then this one, the reason it's not labeled is because this is a tea blend that I grew myself and blended myself, you know, dried and all that. So I'm working on a tea blend. All right, so that's that. Now, this drawer, it might look familiar to some of you because, you know, we've had our, these were the medicinal store-bought teas, okay? And then I had another cabinet that you saw in another video that had just regular herbal teas, you know, flavored teas. Okay, let me get up here. All right, so this is what this looks like. Okay, so I am transitioning out of store-bought teas into what you saw down on the 2 drawers into making our own teas. Okay, so I'm not going to read these off, you can see. Okay, so how I'm doing that, well, first of all, before I go on, these are some more labels. Oh, and I forgot, when I told you downstairs what I had drying, I also have some elderflower drying as well. Okay, so these are just some more, you know, labels here. Okay? All right. So what do I want to do first? Okay, so let's talk about the teas. Okay, so I hope to get rid of, you know, to no longer buy store-bought teas. And in order to do that, I ordered from the specialty company, fill your own bags, your own tea bags. Okay, so I have 200 of these here, and what you do is you just put tea in it. You take like a hot iron or, you know, a hair straightener and just seal the opening there. Just, you know, press it together with the heat, I'm sorry, and it makes an actual tea bag just like what you find in these boxes. Okay, so it's more affordable that way, and, you know, I'll be able to control, you know, how much I actually want to put into each bag. And then when I bought those, I also got 2 free samples here. So this one is a tea pocket, and this one is a drawstring. I haven't opened these yet, just because I don't really need to. Okay, so before I had ordered these, I'm sure you've seen in another video that we were using this, or the big mesh tea ball to put our loose leaf teas in. You also saw, sorry, again, I'm one-handed. You also saw that we had these, which these are inside out, that's why they look really bad, that we also had these cloth drawstring, you know, tea bags, reusable fabric ones, and then also these tea balls. Okay, so that's how we were doing our loose leaf tea, and I'm not going to get rid of that because, you know, that's a tried and true method, but these are so much cleaner, so that's where we're going. All right, I also bought these. These are made in Germany. It is a double wall stainless steel mesh. They are very durable. They don't really look like it, but they really are. Anyway, so, you know, you just, well, I don't really have to explain. I mean, it's self-explanatory, really. Just, you know, put your dried or raw herbs in here. Put this in a cup of boiling hot water and put the lid on it. Okay, and let it steep for however long you need it to. When you're done, this lid inverts to a drip tray. So it goes in like that. Alright, so I have 2 of those. These things are amazing. They are just, we are loving these things. We're actually drinking more tea just because of they're so much more convenient. Okay, the next thing here. Okay, so I told you about the nettles. Pull this back out. So I told you here that this was empty. I just finished it off last night and I need to get more. So we are making our own capsules as well. This is just a small jar. I have a gallon jar completely full of these capsules. And this is a capsule machine. We're making the 00 size. It makes 24 at a time. This thing is so easy, guys. So easy, enjoyable. My 11-year-old actually, when she sees me getting ready to make capsules, she wants to. So she makes the capsules. It's kind of fun. And I'll show you some of our capsules in just a minute. Okay, the last thing in here for our tools, I guess, for now anyway, is I have some butcher twine there, you know, for like banding or tying herbs together, you know, to dry. I have some cheesecloth, and then I also have some paper bags, you know, for also drying. All right, so that is that, I think, for right now. All right, I will show you our capsules. Okay, so using the capsule machine and these capsules, I have made these maca pills. Okay, so these are pronounced differently. Some people say maca, 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 but anyway, maca is an adaptogen. It's something you could take every day to help you adapt with anything, you know, stress, just overall health. It's really good. Oops. Okay, and then these are the nettle pills. We take these for allergies. I should really do a whole video on allergies for my youngest daughter. Those things are great. Nettle allergies, wonderful. All right, so I just make those capsules and I just put them in here in this amber color glass jar. All right, so I think that is it for this video. If you have any questions, just ask, and thank you for watching.